Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you're looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, you've come to the right place.
We're opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day.
If you're new to breaking with us, keep watching and we'll show you exactly how it all works.
First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that you want to play. Most of our series will have 8 spots representing the 8 NFL divisions.
But other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win memorabilia at an awesome value. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout,
Tune in to the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week.
As you watch, you'll see your name appear on the screen when your break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer, and the order will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that show's dice roll number.
After randomization, the list of names of people who bought spots in that live break will be matched up with an NFL division. If the item that's pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations! You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. Want to guarantee yourself an item instead of testing your luck? Check out the mystery box tab of our website for a variety of mystery box options. When you buy a mystery box, we'll ship it straight to your door, and some can be opened on air at your request. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Club Rewards program. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, and prizes each and every time you buy at UltimateAutographs.com. The moment you've been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in one and all to the Ultimate Autographs live break room, getting you kicked off on this beautiful morning of February the 21st, 2026. Oh, so glad to be back with you guys here on this Saturday morning with my guy Chinmay to the left of me. Great to be back with everybody at home, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If this is your first time tuning in to Ultimate Autographs this morning, guys, please feel free to drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We have notifications for all 3 apps. Do not miss a single break of action here at Ultimate Autographs. We are growing by the day, and one of the biggest reasons for that, Chinmay, is because our wonderful series breaking team, they consistently crank out more and more creative series for us, and we have a brand new one to get into and talk about this morning. We have the Winter Olympics Mixer, of course, as a weekend warrior. Brand new one, 19 headliners, 30 boxes to get us started off, but can't get the show started without knowing how the man on my left is feeling this morning. How you doing, dude?
Feeling good. It's been a good week. Interesting turn of events the last couple days for the United States when it comes to the Winter Olympics. We had a very successful Thursday with the women's hockey team winning gold in overtime. Got a late goal in the third period, and then the winner in overtime, and then Alyssa Liu with the gold medal in the women's individual figure skating.
Just 20 years old, man. Crazy.
First medal for the women's figure skating individual for the U.S. in 20 years.
20 years, yep.
First gold medal since 2002.
Crazy.
And if you watch that skate, like I've watched it 3 or 4 times now, and I'm not saying that, she was in trouble of missing the podium or anything. She was going to win a medal after she had. Once you land all the jumps, you're pretty much set at where you're at. She was already third going in. The last final sequence where she did some crazy choreo stuff and it synced up perfectly with the music. Yeah. Once the crowd gets into it and starts backing you on that stuff, it's a wrap.
Sways everyone.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, sways everyone.
That's it. That's the difference between the bronze medal and the gold medal. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and it just goes to show you that there's obviously just a pure love of sport for the Olympics. Mm-hmm. And there's obviously a level of unbiased going for that, obviously it taking place in Milan. There's absolutely no bias whatsoever, just somebody doing the best that she can at the very top of her sport. So shout out to Alyssa Liu. Shout out to us tomorrow morning, or at least to myself here tomorrow morning. I'm going to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed getting ready to watch the gold medal for the
gold medal of U.S. men's hockey in Canada. Canada has been kind of scraping by the last 2 games, right? The knockout round, they needed it over. They needed overtime in both games, right? Overtime in the quarterfinal,
because they were down 2-0 going in. I think it was like halfway through the second against Finland, I believe.
Overtime needed in the quarterfinal game, and then overtime needed in the semifinal game as well. Meanwhile, the United States, was it 5-1 or 6-2 was the final score against Slovakia? So U.S. humming on all cylinders heading into the gold medal.
Let's see if they can hum their way to a gold medal, guys. And I have a feeling we're going to get some gold medal level breaks going on here. Let's go USA from one Rob to another. I say good morning to you, Mr. Clowers. Good to see you, my guy. Justin Young says, how do you buy? Well, Justin, I'm going to drop the link for you on how to figure out where to go on the Ultimate Autographs live webpage. So this is a division break format. So you are buying yourself a chance at getting yourself some of the best memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. But Justin, hopefully you're still tuning in out there, my friend. We actually have a pre-fill to get into in our 5th down series. So I always like to say this for our newcomers, Chinmay. There's no better way to learn by watching. Some people are lead by example. Chinmay and I definitely go into that qualification, guys. So before we can even get into that pre-fill, though, Justin and everybody else out there, we have a couple different things to get ourselves into to get our show started. So, and it's not just hyping up the United States racking up gold medals. As much as we'd like to do that for 2 hours, we have some other things we got to accomplish. So it looks like the Midnight Maniacs, also known as Robbie and Frankie, last night did a terrific job leading us into the morning. It looks like they had the Crazy Eights last night, Chinmay. So what are we starting off with today?
I've been going with 9 for all of 2026. I'm gonna roll with 9.
The number of the year. Yeah. I'm gonna go with 7 because the last 2 times I've guessed 7, it's gone our way. So it has to be 6 through 12, by the way. The reason why we do this, and that's gonna be 6. Okay, so I'm not gonna tap into my arthritis anytime soon, so that's always good. The reason why we do this dice roll, guys, is because of the fact that it ends up determining how many times we go around on the name randomizer. Now, the name randomizer is what you're about to see in this division, such as this right over here. These names down here is going to be what we have available for our 5th down double box break. We have a brand new can't miss, like you quite literally can't miss it. It's going to be up on the webpage very soon. We're going to have 3 boxes after this break. That series will be dropping after this 5th down closes out. Sean Nelson said, good morning, Rob and Chinmay. What's going on, Mr.
Morning,
Nelson?
Sean.
Good to see you. So we're going to need 2 numbers for the 5th down double. And I already had, part of the reason why, Chinmay, I was hyping up talking about the Olympics, and you did a great job talking about some of the gold as well, is because, of course, come on now, it coincides with our Chase wheel spin for what we got. 13 and 23 from Mr. Chadbourne. Thank you there, Robert. A slew of Roberts this morning chiming in. Good morning to you, Mr. Chadbourne. So, it only coincides with what we got going on for our Olympic theme, for what we got going on for you folks at home. The Chase wheel spin. Now, Justin and everybody else out there, thank you, that's not familiar with the Chase wheel spin. If we end up doing a break in the Weekend Warrior, now, you don't have to win in that break. All you have to do is have your name entered, and then we compile a list. We do it at the very end of the show, about 5 or 10 minutes before Chinmay and I conclude the show. And then somebody's going to be winning a top spot draw that will determine possibly up to $100 that you can get back in UA store credits. So fingers crossed that I'm not going to have any tomfoolery going on with the internet today. So it's definitely been hopping and bouncing around. So we're going to go 6 times around the world here. Good morning, fellas. Let's go Gronk. Yeah, let's go Gronk indeed. That's that and Aiden Hutchinson. 2 very, very impactful players, 2 legacy-defining players for their franchise. Aiden Hutchinson's the Michigan man. If you are a Michigander, you got to go after Aiden Hutchinson if you're a fan of Wolverines or Lions football. And come on, Rob Gronkowski, if you don't see him in basically every other commercial on your TV, he dominated the NFL for for over a decade, a 4-time Super Bowl champion in Rob Gronkowski. So this is a little bit different because this is a 5-spot divisional break. Very, very different, Chinmay, from our traditional 8-spot division break. So we have a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, O-line can join together in a defensive spot. Okay, well, either I need to start hitting arm day again, or this is unbelievably strong. This is a big boy right here. So hopefully there's good things to come in this box. So in the tight end O-line spot, we got Rob Clowers, who would have that Rob Gronkowski. The defense would go to Eric Russell. Robert Chadbourne is going to be looking for a hidden gem in those wide receivers. Eric Russell also has that LaDainian Tomlinson spot. So let's try to do our best Babe Ruth guys here, and let's call our shot to start off the morning. Trying to manifest a headliner for you folks. Trying to manifest a nice headliner to get our Saturday morning started. Also, a question for those out there that are just tuning in, because again, 7 o'clock, a little past that, Chinmay, on the West Coast, 9 o'clock local time, 10 o'clock East Coast. What's the breakfast of choice to start the day? What's the breakfast of choice to start the day? Feel free to let Chinmay and I know. But I think we have a more pressing issue to talk about here. Because what I just pulled inside of this bag right here is something that this man is going to cherish in his personal collection for a very long time. For me, I like a good bowl of Gronk flakes to start my morning. Rob Gronkowski, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, second all time in receiving touchdowns for that position. Rob Clowers arguably getting the best lid we currently have available in any series, and arguably, Chinmay, this could be a fun talking point, the greatest tight end in the history of the National Football League. He has the single season record for touchdowns for a tight end at 17. I believe he did that in just his second season. The former Arizona Wildcat hisses himself onto the table.
I definitely think he's top 3. It's tough when you look at, I will say, Gronk helped redefine the tight end position as more than just a occasional receiver who mostly blocks and helps in the run game. Gronk is probably the most dynamic tight end that we've seen in terms of athletic ability. Now, obviously, Travis Kelce is another one that you look at in terms of the numbers purely.
Yeah.
But when you talk about athletic ability, I think we got to go. Gronk at number 1.
Yeah, I mean, there were just certain things that, I mean, just hurdling at his size. I think he was about 6'5", 250 at one point. So, yeah, no, he's just an absolute athletic freak, to say the least. Awesome hit, Rob. Guys, I opened the box, okay? I opened it, but I appreciate the good words. Robert said, I knew there was something good in 13. Yeah, so much for, Friday the 13th, or bad luck number 13. That's a great box call right there, Mr. Chadbourne. Shout out to you for getting the assist and helping out our boy, Mr. Clowers. Thanks, Will. Gronk, number 1. Cut the BS. Okay. Now, is that the Patriots/Buccaneers fan coming on you, Mr. Chadbourne? I don't know what his affiliation is for his team, but hey, you could definitely make the case. I'm a longevity guy. I think Tony G is the number 1 guy. His last 15 years of his NFL career, Chinmay, he made 14 Pro Bowls in 15 years, a 6-time All-Pro. I would say if I had to take one guy for a season or one guy for a game, I'd probably take Gronk. But if I had to take a guy for the body of work for his career, I feel like you have to go with Gonzalez.
Yeah, it's, again, Tony Gonzalez, Travis Kelce are the two when you talk about longevity. In terms of pure athletic ability, though, I think Gronk tops both of them.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I heard you need to have some pretty good athleticism to play football.
It's that'll help.
That's just a rumor on the street. Now, one thing I do want to ask you, because I didn't have a chance to look at it, because I just want to make sure that I got the right ones going on here. Can you just double check to let me know if we got the right color rocking today?
We are the yellows, I believe.
We are? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep, yellow. Yellow is the color of the Post-its.
Yellow, guys, is not just the color of the Post-its, by the way. Thank you for verifying that for me. Yellow is also one of the main colors for this franchise and this particular running back, Chinmay's all-time favorite. You want to talk about a guy that hissed his way onto the table in Rob Gronkowski? How about a guy that's a bolt of electricity, the former 2006 NFL MVP, LaDainian Tomlinson, going to Eric Russell. LT, baby, one of the greatest to ever do it from the running back position. Top 10 all-time in touchdowns for running backs. And he's one of those guys, Chinmay, you had to see to believe it.
Yeah, you had to be a part of seeing the greatness that was LaDainian Tomlinson to understand how much he means to that generation of football fans. Now, this is a very fortunate thing for me because even though we have a lot of LaDainian Tomlinson items in the room at any given time, it's very, very few times that they're actually on the table when I'm here because I'm only here on Saturdays. So this is a big moment for me that we have LaDainian on the table, and hopefully he's going to stay on the table for the rest of the show.
You know, you have to think that these guys, this is why we had a pre-fill coming into the show.
We have the next double already filled, by the way.
Yes, I did see that. Thank you for filling that out. So that Aiden Hutchinson remains. So we're going to have one single to close this out, guys. A 33% chance of landing Hutch. I'm going to pull that up in just a second. I was going to say, I'm sure the guys at home were like, you know what? Chinmay, we know his love and admiration for LaDainian Tomlinson. Let's wait till he's here Saturday morning to start off the show with the big time hit.
I appreciate that.
Well, you can't start off too much better than Gronkowski and LaDainian Tomlinson to get us going here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So I'm going to need two numbers, guys. For the fifth down, run that bad boy back. Number 4.
He does have the 06 MVP inscription.
He's been putting that a lot more on his inscriptions
He usually puts Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame 17.
Hall of Fame 17
is a standard. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Just a little bit of uniqueness there.
It's nice. I mean, they have the modern day setup for now the LA Chargers, but which I really do like. Mr. Sprout going wheel times 2. Thank you for that. Which, by the way, got to update this fifth down. That was 13 and 23, correct? Awesome. Thank you. So I'll do a picker wheel for this one, guys. So Justin, if you're out there, my friend, including all 26 of you lovely people, 52 eyeballs on the screen, 51 if one of you is Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. Let's see here. Wheel times 2. Gonna do that really quick. Picker wheel. Where are you? There we go. Show this to you guys. Now, Justin, if you're out there, my man, the picker wheel, if we have a certain amount of boxes left in the series, this is something that we like to do because, again, we're not going to do a traditional 1 through 30 wheel to figure out what our number is going to be because we have 3 numbers left, and that would be, I don't want to say idiotic because I've probably done it more than anyone else here, but it's definitely not as needed. So we're going to have 14, 21, and 26, Chinmay. So let's see if Aiden Hutchinson is going to bring some good fate here, guys. Going to bring some good fate. And again, we do have a brand new series coming up for you guys. It's on deck. We just started Cactus League and Grapefruit League baseball yesterday.
Okay.
So I mean, come on, it's on deck, guys. Get in the baseball field. Speaking of baseball, we got the Paul Konerko number with number 14. Speaking of Chinmay, there are rumors that the rest of the American League is actually planning on forfeiting this season after seeing what Munetake Murakami did in his debut yesterday. So nice two-hit performance for Mooney. 14 and 21, my friend. 14 and 21. So 26. 26 will be the last remaining box. Thank you. It's going to be J.R. Westmoreland and William Sprout. William, as he usually does, likes to accumulate quite a lot of spots. Which, again, this is the way that you play. I always say you got to pay to play. The more spots you get, mathematically, you're just going to have a higher chance. Like, for example, especially Chinmay, come on, this is a 5-spot division break.
Yeah, so, and this is the interesting one because you want to be able to land in that defense spot, but that hidden gem, we don't know where it'll go.
We shall see where that's going to end up. One thing we do know is that William Sprout does have that defensive spot. J.R. Westmoreland, tight end and O-line. So I will say, for somebody that had only one spot in this, I mean, you have 2 different positions that you can end up knocking down. And like Chinmay said, we don't know what the hidden gems are going to be for this either of these boxes. So box number 14, William Sprout with a J.R. Westmoreland sandwich right in the middle of it. So good luck to you gentlemen. I would love to go 3 for 3 with the headliners to start off.
That would be awesome.
Let's set a great tempo, guys, and manifest our way into hopefully 2 brand new series, 60 new boxes on deck. We already have that Weekend Warrior. I saw we attacked some of the double in that.
And and we will definitely need to go over that Weekend Warrior because the metal kind of I don't want to say gimmick, but like the prize stuff for the medals is pretty good in this one.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited to do the rundown for that and go into the description. Is that going to be a bronze, silver, and gold?
Bronze, silver, and gold.
Okay, running it back from the last one we did. Very cool. That was very popular.
There's no giveaway, though.
Yeah.
But there's some pretty good stuff that comes with a medal. You want to get a medal.
You want to stay around and find out.
As is the case with the Olympics, you want to get a medal.
Well, hopefully we're going to have a lot of people up on the podium. This guy is going to be on the podium here today in a very big way for the first time. Sometimes one spot is all it takes. One of the most well-regarded and well-revered offensive linemen in the history of the NFL. We have the off-yellow rave of the Kansas City Chiefs, Chinmay. This is going to be our guy, Will Shields. Is there a better last name than Will Shields when you're an offensive lineman?
Nope.
He did
yeah. You got to be good, so that helps. But if you're not good, then it can be a little bit of a detriment.
Awesome Will Shields, 68 Hall of Fame, 15, 12-time Pro Bowler.
Very nice.
Two great inscriptions right there. J.R. Westmoreland, my friend, very, very nice hit. Again, a guy that protected. He didn't seep into the Patrick Mahomes era, but he did protect quite a lot of cult hero figures in the Kansas City area.
Sure.
You got your Alex Smiths, you got your Matt Castles of the world, and Will Shields, again, 12-time Pro Bowler. I think that's the second highest Pro Bowl total for offensive linemen ever, only behind Orlando Pace.
Mm-hmm.
So, very, very nice. Oops. Fuglin saying Rob, or sorry, my voice is going to be very, very off, guys. So I will not be. There'll be no karaoke going on for me today. So the pipes are very, very rusty. So this is going to be my Michael Jordan flu game type of performance here.
Voice
today, guys.
game.
Yeah, the voice game. Yeah, that sounds. The voice. I like that. The voice game. Will Shields, authentic. Very, very nice. Love the inside too. Inside is very, very cool. Usually you get like an all white inside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that out here for the time being. Keep that out here. So, box number 21. William, he said, "Let's go, Hutch. Let's see if we can get you."
Yeah. Let's see
one
if
of
it
the
happens.
highest paid defensive players ever. It's crazy to say. I think he's only like 20. Pretty wild to just say. Let's see what we got here. Well, Chinmay, this is why we always like to say here at Ultimate Autographs, you gotta pay to play. And this right here is one of the nicest speed flexes that you can find here at Ultimate Autographs. You got the Honolulu Blue, and you get the custom honeycomb speed flex. The Wolverine and Detroit Lions growing legend, it's Aiden Hutchinson. Hutch, one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League. A guy who just a couple of seasons ago was top 3 in sacks for the Detroit Lions. Had a pretty injury-filled year this past season, Chinmay.
Yeah.
Got off to a tough start with injuries, but there is no mistaking about it. Calvin Shepard and Dan Campbell, I don't think that they could have a better representation on their defense and a better representation of their franchise than Aiden Hutchinson.
Eventually, their defense at some point will be able to stay healthy, largely, for a full season. The last 3 seasons, I believe, they have basically struggled defensively to stay healthy. They still won the division twice in that span.
Yeah.
And this past year, they finished 4th because Minnesota won the last 5 games. There's always a trend since the NFL realigned their divisions to the current structure in 2002. There have only been 4 instances where a team that didn't finish, or that team that finished last in the division didn't finish first the following year across the 8 divisions.
Yeah, it's
So pretty much every year we see a team go from last to first. The Lions are a very good, if you're buying that trend, the Lions are a very good pick to make that trend, to keep that trend going, because they finished 9-8, but they still finished last in the division somehow.
Yeah, I mean, NFC North, arguably the most competitive division in the National Football League this past year. Aiden Hutchinson going to give them a big boost, and Chinmay and I are going to give you guys a big boost, put some smiles on your faces, and hopefully add some more elite personal collector's memorabilia to your guys' shelves. William and JR, congratulations, guys. I like to see when it's a mano-a-mano and both guys end up coming out victorious. Very, very cool. Each guy with tossing a nice haymaker, the Will Shields, and the Aiden Hutchinson. Well, we talked about it. We alluded to it. Now, I will say this. The fifth down autographed authentic mystery box series, which is what we've gone through for our first 4 boxes.
Yeah.
We do have 1 box remaining at $173 for a price point. So again, we have a brand new canvas series. It is a hodgepodge of, it's one of my favorite words in the English language because it makes no sense, but it's so fun to say. It's speed flexes and authentics abound. Chinmay, we got a couple of minis and jerseys as well. It's a really great mixer. Some of the speed flexes in that series, guys, I'm just gonna sprinkle it on you guys a little bit here. Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson, Baker Mayfield, Myles Garrett, and Bijan Robinson, just to name a few of the players that are going to be featured in that series. Again, who knows? Maybe we might do a little chase wheel spin action as well to sweeten the pot to close that out. Fuglin said, I was at a service appointment yesterday and the customer gave me an Anthony Munoz Hall of Fame mini helmet signed.
Interesting.
That's a random thing for somebody to give you at a service appointment. If you wanna hook me up with your guy there, Doug, feel free to let me know. All right, guys. So let's talk about this Weekend Warrior Multi-Sport Mixer Series. Let's see here. This is interesting. I'm clicking on the. Let's see. This is odd. I click on the graphic and it doesn't let me expand it. That's interesting. Let me see here. I want to get this full size for you guys, but 19 headliners, 30 boxes. Chinmay alluded to the Olympic gold medals or silver or bronze that you guys get in this series. So let's talk about it from this point of view. We'll go from side to side here. The headliners left in this series, and then you and I can break down what we got for the divisional alignments as well. I mean, how about this? I mean, is there a better way to take one out of the park than the Mick? Mickey Mantle, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. I was actually watching a video on the way here to the studio this morning, Chinmay, about one of the greatest 5-tool baseball players ever in Ken Griffey Jr. Mickey Mantle, I would say, for those that are obviously not around long enough to watch Mickey Mantle, there's probably a handful of people that can actually say that. Ken Griffey Jr., for those that remember watching him, I would say, despite Griffey not being a switch hitter, is probably one of the closest comps you can get to Mantle, a true 5-tool talent. This right here for baseball collectors memorabilia, this is one of one, the Mick. Speaking of one of one, I really don't know where to go with this. The Ric Flair boots. The Ric Flair boot. It's got a lot of flair to it. I will give it that. Oh my God, I'm gonna kick myself for it. What's Flair's famous saying?
The Nature Boy.
The Nature Boy. Yeah. What's his phrase though?
The catchphrase.
Yeah, his catchphrase. Oh my God, I'm blanking on it, guys.
I'm allowed to Google this because
shame on me.
I'm not a major wrestling guy.
You could. It's like, oh my God. I can't remember. Somebody in the chat help me out here. Ric Flair, beautiful inscription as well. Awesome boot right here. Now, I cannot confirm if that's officially worn. I'm going to really hope that it's not. But yeah, unbelievable piece of memorabilia there for all of you WWE fans. Ric Flair, woo. Thank you, William.
All right, so it's more of just a yell than a phrase.
More of an onomatopoeia. Yeah. Ric Flair, woo. We'll be able to, Daniel Cooper saying, woo, or whoo. I was going to say we got a bunch of, I love the enthusiasm in the chat. Thank you, guys. Look, you want to talk about going to two different sides of entertainment? From Ric Flair to the life of a showgirl for Taylor Swift. Make the wifey happy. Make your daughters or granddaughters or nieces happy for this Taylor Swift nice piece of memorabilia. Hey, if you're a Swiftie, we don't judge here at UA. I'm an avid Taylor Swift stan myself, so very nice piece of memorabilia. Scotty Roll. How about Scott Rowland? A guy who accumulated nearly double digits in terms of gold gloves. One of the best protectors of the hot corner in MLB history, over 300 career home runs, Chinmay. A guy that you and I watched growing up, a part of that Albert Pujols, Jim Edmonds, middle of the order, ended up winning a World Series ring as a part of that trio in 2006. I mean, one of my favorite athletes of all time, it's got to be Tyson. I absolutely love Mike Tyson, one of the most boisterous personalities the sports world has ever seen, and obviously one of the most dominant boxers that ever lived. I don't think we had too many discussions about any Super Bowl commercials, but I think without a doubt one of my favorite, if not my favorite, was Mike Tyson talking about obesity in America. Did you see this? Yeah, and he's like sitting there, he's like just crunching on an apple as loud as he can, you know, and he's like, I think one of the things that he said was like, oh, yeah, Tubby.
Yeah.
He's like, put down the burger.
We do have a Weekend Warrior double box ready to go.
Let's do it, man. Well, let's see what we're going to have here. We have Dale Earnhardt Jr. On an autographed, beautiful, beautiful helmet here.
I'm interested to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Daytona 500 in the air, right? Speaking of, by the way,
I'm not a big NASCAR guy. I don't know much about NASCAR, if at all, anything. And the only F1 stuff I know is really from Drive to Survive. But I do know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a very successful driver.
He's a legend.
So
he's a legend. Him and Papa
I'm interested
both.
to see that.
A bigger legend than this guy, that's up for debate. Super Bowl 38 MVP inscription from Tom the Terrific. Alex Rodriguez batting gloves. We're getting really creative with you guys here. Bird, McHale, and Parrish. All right, now we're really hitting my sweet spot here. Again, we got to get to this double, guys. I also got to get some napkins to pick up my drool. We have the Hull and Oates Hall of Famers dual sign helmet, a Josh Allen custom speed flex, the Marcus Allen custom speed flex. Oh, guess what? You guys will never believe what's up next. Another custom speed flex for the baddest MFer. The 86 NFL MVP inscription for Lawrence Taylor, a guy who knows a thing or two about being here at Ultimate Autographs. If you guys follow our social media, Lawrence was in the building about 2 weeks ago or so. Actually joined Frankie Olveri and Rip Camelucci on one of their shows. Allen Iverson jersey and Cal Raleigh, the big dumper. Well, something tells me with all of these hits, Chinmay, that nobody's going to feel...
Did we go through the metal stuff?
Yeah, we could do that really quick.
So 6 boxes in the series.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will feature medals.
Yes.
All of them are store credit amounts.
Correct.
A bronze medal is $100 in store credit, which is essentially you're getting a spot back in the single, essentially. A silver medal is $200, so you're essentially getting a spot in the double back if you get the silver, in addition to the item that you win, by the way. A gold medal is $500 in UA credit. I don't think I've ever given away $500 in UA store credit ever. So we're really incentivizing people here. I mean, that's profiting on a Weekend Warrior quad spot.
Yeah, I mean, if that doesn't give you any more incentive to go after a quad, especially 19 headliners, 30 total boxes, we'll have 28 after this. Also, Chinmay, again, you get a quad. What if you end up getting 2 gold medals? You know, I mean, we're talking.
Yeah. Well, there are only 6 boxes. So.
Correct. But in a quad, it's possible.
It's possible.
Very possible. And this double, it's possible. And this is the divisional alignment as well. The one thing I do want to note before we get into this double, guys, how often have you seen in a weekend mixer that Tom Brady is not a prize? He's an actual item in the series. So
and it'll
Tom
be a
Brady football.
Patriots hit.
So let's see who we're going to step into the ring first. We're going to have Matthew Davis, Michael Baldwin, J.R. Westmoreland, and our guy William Sprout. There's one thing that I've learned about my guy William Sprout. The guy just sprouts everywhere. You can't avoid him. You can't avoid him no matter what. He knows how to play in this break room. For those just chiming in for the first time, we're a little half past the hour here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room studios. That's Chinmay, Rob, taking you guys through our little spiels here on a Saturday morning. Really, really happy to be back with you guys. Want to give a quick shout out though to my man Chinmay for those that ended up tuning in last Saturday morning. He was running basically a one-legged race for himself yesterday, or last Saturday morning, I should say, at 9 a.m. So big round of applause to you, my guy.
In solidarity with all the single people on Valentine's Day, basically.
That's right.
That's right. I was fortunate. Someone in the chat did point out that I did have LeBron James next to me on the basketball. So at least I had some good company.
It doesn't
get much better than that in terms of company.
Doesn't get much better for that. I mean, that's a great story to tell. Be like, did I tell you the time that I went out with LeBron James on Valentine's Day? Did I ever tell you about that? I'm going to give this a couple more seconds, guys. Again, Mr. Davis, Baldwin, Westmoreland, and Sprout. Feel free to let me know, guys. 28 people tuning in. We got the Aiden Hutchinson. Now, I will say, again, this is a part of the 5th down, 1 box to go, hidden gem. I really haven't seen a Lions custom speed flex like this. Usually they use the Honolulu blue as its dominant color on the lid, and then it'll offset, but I really, really like
the black.
The black and the
black
honeycomb.
Black is the primary, yeah.
Very, very nice. Fuglin said Weekend Warrior on the ticker. It should be, unless I put on the second page. Let's see here. Oh,
well,
okay.
6 and 25 are both valid calls.
Every box call right now is a valid call. Yeah, so I'm going to take that off 6 and 25. Thank you for that, Fuglin. Thank you for that, William. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. 1 through 5, and then 7 through 24, 26 through 30. This is why we got the best. This is why we got the best breakers and briquettes around, guys. Eyes like a hawk. Who hit the hutch? What's going on, Jessica? Good morning to you. The hutch was going to our man right here at William Sprout. Who else? Our guy, but William Sprout. He ended up hitting this in the 5th down double number 4 just about 10 minutes ago or so. Will Shields, Rob Gronkowski, and LaDainian Tomlinson, Jessica, also all came out of that series with 1 box left to go. I'm excited to get ourselves into that brand new Can't Miss series. Donna, what's going on, girls? Said, good morning, UA. The post office just delivered my first winning jerseys. They are even better holding in my hands. Oh my God, like Christmas. Now I'm looking for jersey frames. Thank you. No, thank you, Donna. Now, the great thing I will say about Donna, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a company man, Chinmay. Donna's a more recent player. I think she's been playing for a little bit more than a week now, but she's been persistent. I remember her first couple of breaks when I was on with Robbie. Didn't go her way, but she was persistent and ended up getting a couple of the jerseys that she won. So feel free to let us know, Donna, which jerseys you ended up winning. Because I'll be honest, Chinmay, he's the king of Saturdays. He's here for one day. I have 11 shows in 5 days. So I got a lot of boxes and breaks that
I'm always interested to know what the customers have won and what they're excited to get. So yeah, let us know what jerseys you've got lined up.
Yeah, no, I mean, even us here, right? I mean, through the generosity of the best breakers and breakettes out there. And
correct.
You have amassed, some are saying, the greatest Brady Cook collection in the world, thanks to the generosity of people here at UA. I cannot confirm that, but it is, I got strong sources.
It's a good collection.
William said it's not on the ticker, but I figured 1 through 30. Thank you, my man.
Completely fair.
And then Jessica said, let me know if you want to trade. I can send you an email. So the great thing is, fresh boxes out of the series. Every single headliner that you guys can see here, they're all going to be valid. We all have at least one item that's going to be valid throughout the series. Matthew Davis, how about this? Has the Patriots, Music, Hawks, and Red Wings, so he's got that Brady spot. William, buddy, I'd love to read off all your spots, but we do have a certain time constraint here, my friend. Michael Baldwin has the Celtics, Cardinals, Cowboys, and Flyers. So he has that tri-signed Celtics basketball and the Scott Rowland as well.
Scott Rowland as well.
Mariners, NASCAR, Longhorns, and UFC. So that's going to be the Dale Earnhardt Jr. helmet.
As well as Cal Raleigh.
And Cal Raleigh jersey, correct. One of my favorite looking jerseys.
And anything else is Williams.
And then you got William Plus. You're gonna start calling William. You should create a breaker service called Sprout Plus. Everybody would subscribe to it. Oh wow! Speaking of subscribing to it, well, hot diggity dog. Wow! Talk about this is fantastic, man. What a great way to start off our series. Now, Chinmay, I don't know how you like to start off your day. You know, some people start off with a hot cup of coffee, maybe a hot shower. For me, and this is the truth, and nothing but the truth, I like to crank up my brand new AirPods and crank out music as loud as I possibly can. And specifically, the #1 most streamed artist in the world, Life of a Showgirl. It's a Taylor Swift signed frame and CD. Beautiful, beautiful plaque. A framed CD display for the most popular artist in the entire world. And I'm not just saying that again, no company man shtick here, guys. #1 most streamed artist on Spotify. Fuglin says Tay-Tay.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a lie.
No,
It's just the case.
She is about as popular gets. I love how it already comes framed. So
that's awesome. Yeah.
Very easy to display. You actually have this right here on the back as well, ready to be hung up at a moment's notice. And Matthew Davis, got to be feeling 22 again, man. You got to be feeling 22.
Unless he is 22, in which case he was already feeling 22.
Or unless he is not 22 yet, and then he's somehow using his parents' credit card to play in the breaks, which again, we not saying we encourage, but basic certification as well as a JSA cert card. Amazing stuff. That's going to be a headliner hit, obviously.
Yeah, headliner hit. Congratulations, cool. Matthew. All it takes is one spot. He had a pretty good spot too. Brady and Taylor Swift among the headliners. If Brady comes out in the next box, this would be an all-time swipe.
Now, how long ago? Remember, we ended up talking about, because we were, this is again true story for those that have been on here long enough. Maybe Fuglin remembers this. I remember Chinmay and I basically every weekend, whenever we got a new mixer, we were trying to manifest a Kelsey and Swift to be a part of a weekend series, and one actually happened shortly after.
There was one series where Kelsey and Swift were in the series. They were not in the same division alignment.
Correct.
Kelsey was on a Speed Flex and Taylor was on her usual album, CD, sort of pictures, cover, whatever. Our next sort of push is to have a dual signed item, Kelsey and Swift.
Trav, Taylor, if you guys are out there.
Oh, I should specify.
You guys are out there.
I should specify it's Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Let's not get a Travis Kelce and DeAndre Swift or like a Jason Kelce and DeAndre Swift dual signed item and pass it off as the Kelce Swift double.
I was going to say, I mean, you know what? I think some people would be happy with that too.
And Travis Kelce. No, people will be happy with it. I'm just saying, as far as the headliner hit manifestation goes, let's get Travis and Taylor on a single
Something
item.
tells me that Dave's emails and customer service would be very mad if they were led to believe, oh my God, Swift and Kelsey dual signed item. And it was the DeAndre and Jason format, which again, all due respect, but there are levels to this, Chinmay. Just like there are levels to winning in the Olympics out in Milan. So we have, for the first time, I am knighting myself. This is going to be the number 3. This is going to be a bronze medal. Let me see if I can get this in the frame for you guys.
Very cool.
Here. Got the bronze medal, so that is what is that 50?
100.
Oh, it's 100.
$100.
100. Very, very cool. So that's going to be $100 to whoever wins this item. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh my God, I actually saw this brought into the studio before they created this series. Oh boy, I'm excited for this. Now, if this is who I think it is. Now, if you guys know my sports preferences, there are 2 particular sports I get excited for more than any other. This is a first, Chinmay. This is an actual first that I have seen here at UA, and I want to see if you can verify this. A former 3rd overall pick from just 3 seasons ago in the NBA draft. He's in his 3rd year now, I believe. He actually just returned these past week or so for this particular basketball franchise. One of the coolest first names you will see in the NBA. It's Scoot Henderson.
Yep.
Scoot Henderson on the Rip City Basketball, the Portland Trailblazers hit. That's going to be William Sprout. Scoot Henderson, guys, buy that stock in Scoot Henderson. Again, I'm a huge avid person to tell you, first and foremost here, Chinmay, invest in the youngins when you build up your collection. Scoot Henderson, through injuries, through opportunity, he has not gotten off to that electrifying start that most tabbed him for, one coming out of the G League Ignite. But come on, we still have hope for Scoot.
Yeah, and it doesn't really help his case much that the 2 players that went ahead of him were Brandon Miller and Victor Wembanyama. So
it's a high bar to clear.
It's not exactly the best sort of comparison, but the Blazers are undergoing a lot of changes, and Scoot Henderson has had some injury issues. Now, Scoot also has some things to work on in terms of his own talent, but definitely I would say has the opportunity to carve out a nice little role for himself in Portland and really take charge of that franchise. Not to mention the basketball itself is pretty cool.
Spectacular.
And William is getting some store credit going as well.
Morning, boys. See y'all soon. Hey, Train, my man. Absolutely love my guy Hayden. If you guys know Hayden or have seen him, huge shout out to him, Frankie, and Tim. They've infused a lot of great blood and life in Ultimate Autographs. Really, really awesome having you chime in here, Hey Train. So, am I being a little biased here by having the basketball here on the table? I mean, having the City of Roses too is very, very cool. One of the most decorative balls. You also have the Fanatics certification as well on the back of that. Oh, look at this. This also is the City Edition NBA 75.
I was saying the basketball itself is very cool.
It's fantastic.
Like, it doesn't even if it wasn't autographed, it'd be a phenomenal collector's item to have.
So if you, again, I know you're a basketball guy. You're a basketball enthusiast.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
This is my number 2 League Pass team. Now, for those that watch hoops, I would probably, because Danny Avdia, I absolutely adore.
Yeah.
Donovan Clingan, who won a national title at UConn. Phenomenal rookie, sophomore season. And this guy as well, now that he's back, Drew Holiday, Tumani Kamara, they got a lot of fun pieces in Portland.
Shaedon Sharpe,
who's got who, by the way, I watched a video of him the other day, guys, has the highest vertical dunk this season in game in the NBA. You want to guess how high he flew?
I mean, I'll say 48.
Let's go. Round of applause for our man. Pick the lottery numbers. It's 48.
All right.
48.
Because that is nuts.
Yeah, 48 is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Almost as ridiculously good as what we got in the rest of our series, guys, here at Ultimate
Autographs. We are one to go in that mini break.
Okay, perfect.
Double mini, which is automatically a double box break. We are one to go. And by the way, there's a Latanian in that too. So, no bias, but there is a LaDainian Tomlinson in there as well.
Oh, we want the bias in here, man. We want to make everybody happy.
You were talking about bias with leaving the basketball on the table, and I was going to say that the LaDainian Tomlinson has been pulled to this side of the table here. The LaDainian helmet has been pulled to this side, so all bias has gone out the window as far as what's on the table.
What a coinky dink that happens to be, and something tells me it's going to be super glued to that side of the table.
It's going to be tough to let go of that one.
Well, the only difference, obviously, besides the size of the helmet, that being a authentic that came out of the 5th down. This is on a mini helmet. It's also a San Diego Charger. For LaDainian Tomlinson, nice old school one. Now, Jim and I were talking about the MVP and the Hall of Fame inscription that he usually has. Well, I'm going to be as literal as I can here. When you have a limited autograph signing space, it is much harder to get an inscription on there.
Pretty difficult.
Other than your autograph. So not too often do we see minis have inscriptions on it.
That's fair.
I'll see Dan Hampton a lot on his minis.
Yeah.
He's one of the few guys that I can think of. This, by the way, very, very underrated in my opinion for a headliner hit. The Rave Mini, what my favorite colored Rave, no bias whatsoever. I mean, I'm a Cardinals fan, so I like the color red, but this is the best looking Rave I think we have here at Ultimate Autographs. John Lynch, the Hall of Fame safety. I mean, we get so many 2002 Buccaneers defensive players. I mean, you might as well think that they work here. Yeah, you might as well think that they're here on the payroll. We have Rondé Barber, Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks.
Yeah.
Obviously John Lynch.
John Lynch is in there.
We've
gotten Dexter Jackson many times in Hidden Gems. Mike Allstott is one that I've seen as well.
Brad Johnson
has come through. So yeah, a lot of those 2002, 2003 Buccaneers.
Now what we need here is John Gruden to come to Ultimate Autographs and open up a 2002 Buccaneer. I cannot imagine. We would go. We're already viral, but I mean, we would go like Taylor Swift platinum type of numbers if John Gruden joined us here.
I think that's fair.
Let's manifest that. Let's also manifest the Vault, man. The Vault. We got a lot of good opportunities in here, guys. I believe that's 4 Vault keys up there, Chinmay, that are remaining for the Vault series.
Yeah, 4 Vault keys left. In addition to 4 headliners, and the $300 key and the $200 key, which is, by the way, store credit. For those that are not familiar, the $200 key and the $300 key are available. So really, you're seeing 4 headliners in 12 boxes. It's really like 6 headliners.
Yeah.
Because if you consider the 200 and the 300 to be headliner worthy, on their own. You also get an item in addition to that, right? So you're winning the item as well as the store credit. You're essentially getting that spot back.
Yeah.
And more. So those are basically, we're essentially at a 50% headliner ratio, even though there are only 4 headliners, because the $300 key and the $200 key are still available.
Think of it as being adjacent to what William just did in the Weekend Warrior, right?
Yeah.
He won a bronze medal, got $100 in US store credit, got the item that goes along with it, right? So think of it as like that in that respect. And again, we got some
a pretty cool item to go along with it.
I mean, the most amazing thing to me here, no, without a doubt. And Mr. Henderson over here. Now, the thing that kind of blows my marbles a little bit over here is the last 2 photo headliners we have left, they reside in the same division. Brett Favre, Speed Flex, that's your guy, your all-time favorite player. Brett Favre, the gunslinger, 5th all-time in passing touchdowns on the, oh my goodness, the Winter Warning Speed Flex for the Green Bay Packers. Because when I first started here, we got a slew of Winter
Warrior and Winter Warning.
Yeah, so we went through a lot of Minnesota Vikings Winter Warriors back in fall.
This could be an amazing morning. We got LT on the Authentic, and there's a potential to have Brett Favre on the Speed Flex. I might not leave the room.
Well, Donna said that the jerseys that she got felt like Christmas. It's going to feel like Christmas for you if that ends up being the case. So let's make Chinmay Saturday the best one here on planet Earth, alongside the rest of you folks tuning in here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
We will have a mini break coming up.
Let's go, guys. Awesome. So 10 boxes in that. 2 headliners. We just talked about the Tomlinson and John Lynch. Now, I will say we do get some of the, I would say the most, I don't want to use the word shocking, but kind of like, wow, this guy is a hidden gem type of name when it comes to the minis. You find a lot of great value, a lot of top-of-the-line players, because we say it all the time. I try to coin this phrase here. I know Robbie Lopez says it all the time. Should probably beat Robbie up for saying it as much as me, but we have a zero.
Gotta get that trademark in.
We have a dude, right? It's a zero scrub policy here at UA. So Trey McBride and Warren Moon secondary headliners. 4 headliners, 12 boxes remaining, 33% chance. Chinmay's get that list together for us here, guys. 4 spots to go in that single for the jersey. 14 boxes, 5 headliners. And then we got Will Anderson, Michael Irvin. Oh, you'll never believe who's also a headliner in another series. Dude, this is literally a Chinmay curated morning. LaDainian Tomlinson, a headliner in the jerseys as well.
Really? Okay, all right.
Edgerrin James and Eddie George. Nice trio of running backs there. And then we will get ourselves caught up after this break.
Shout out to the whole Ultimate Autographs team for keeping the LTs until Saturday.
I'm telling you, man, it's probably the worst kept secret we got going on here right now. So, we'll keep this over here for right now. I'll bring Scoop back in just a little bit. I hit Largent on the Retro Mini last night during the Midnight Mayhem, Rob.
Very cool.
Mr. Andreessen, my guy, Bofa.
Steve Largent is what is probably outside of, so I've seen Steve Largent as a photoed headliner in the jersey section. Steve Largent is probably your typical hidden gem, like headliner worthy, but in the hidden gems. Like that when we talk about hidden gems, like Steve Largent is a good baseline for like what the hidden gem will be.
Talk about another guy that's found his way at Ultimate Autographs as well. A guy that's done in-person signings here in this month. So I'm looking for Tanya, looking for Logan Kinney. Eric Russell has 3 spots. Eric Burns, Daniel Cooper, and Ryan Andreessen. So both has been in the chat. I've seen D. Coop riding his, I guess you could say that he rode his mini coupe into this into this helmet break here. Eric Russell, Logan Kinney, and Tanya, good morning to you. Bofa, want to turn your attention towards the Weekend Warrior, my man. The Olympic series for that, Cal Raleigh, your favorite baseball team. On the Big Dumper, a guy who broke the catching record by a wide gap for what we have for home runs for a catcher. He finished with what I believe.
He's seen it. He's telling you he's seen it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
he's aware.
Oh, he's seen it. But until I see his name in the next Weekend Warrior, I'm not going to believe it.
He's aware.
What's up, guys? What's going on? That's got to be Logan K. It's got to be Logan Kinney. I'll give this another couple seconds. Quick question out there for you guys, and I'm going to put a time thing on this. I don't usually do this, Chinmay, but I want to have some fun with our folks that are tuning with us this morning. I'm going to give this until we randomize and we end up getting the names all figured out because I'm going to go to the wheel for this. So Cal Raleigh this past year broke the catching record for most home runs in a season.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who the player was that had the record previous to then and what the number was? Now, guys, I'm going to give this, again, I'm going to put a time crunch on this. Home run record for a catcher prior to Cal Raleigh this past season.
We are going to have a jersey break coming up as well after this mini. I want to say Judge had the record.
Catcher.
Oh, sorry, catcher.
Catcher, yes.
I want to say Salvador Perez had the catcher record.
Ding, 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 man.
But I don't know the number.
48. 48 was the number for Salvi. Ding, ding, ding.
But I didn't know the number. But Salvador Perez, very prominent catcher for the Kansas City Royals.
Guys, they only hire ball knowers here at Ultimate Autographs. He got that without hesitation. We're going to go 26 and 28 on the picker wheel because we spun a 27. And it looks like we're going to go with the Adrian Peterson number. We're going to rock out 28. Sounds good to me. And then go back to the wheel. The Wheelio Estevez. It's going to be box 30. So we're sticking with the high numbers, and that'll be...
There is no 30.
So that'll be 26. So our two highest numbers will come off the board if we have 26 and 28?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you, my man. Wouldn't be upset with that nano ball, though. Yeah. Look, you being a Mariners fan, you got to go with the Raleigh. But if you want to go with the one that has the best value, the most prestige, I mean, it's Mickey Mantle, then it's everybody else. Gonna go 6 times around. Baseball is my number one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get into this. Logan Kinney, NFC North. Daniel Cooper, NFC South. NFC East is Eric Russell alongside his AFC North. AFC East. The AFC West goes to Eric Burns. The AFC South is Ryan Andreessen and Tanya sandwiched in the middle in the NFC West. So that AFC West spot for LaDainian Tomlinson, we go to Eric Burns. The NFC South goes to Mini Coop and Daniel Cooper. I'm usually not that creative on the mic, guys, so I have to drop that Mini Cooper reference, and hopefully it ends up panning out for Daniel here. But instead, we're going to go with the guy. Again, I said it going into this. Somehow, someway, this guy is not even a secondary headliner. So we're going to stay in the theme of talking about guys that are very surprising that are not in the headliners. They used to call him Pocket Hercules back in the day.
Oh, nice.
And another guy who signed this in studio here at Ultimate Autographs, it's MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew. Awesome hit for Bofa. Mr. Ryan Andreessen.
Very cool.
One spot is all he needed. Now, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I think $52 is an absolute steal for a Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah, Rob mentioned Maurice Jones-Drew was here in the UA facilities signing things. He's the player that gives you, like, he gave you hope as a short guy. He gives you hope that you can make it into the NFL when you see Maurice Jones-Drew. Yeah. Now, we obviously, I'll speak for myself, I obviously don't have the physical build that Maurice Jones-Drew has. So that's a different problem. But the height was there. So, Maurice Jones-Drew, phenomenal running back for the Jaguars in the mid-2000s. Definitely gave you inspiration as a short person.
Short kid, stand up.
That you could play football one day.
Awesome start to this to our mini break here. So we now got still 2 headliners, 9 boxes left to go. One of my favorite MJD moments actually happened to be on one of my favorite TV shows. He cameoed on a fantasy football show called The League. Yeah. Back in the day, Nick Kroll, who played my favorite character on the show, Ruxin, He actually recreated the 1985 Chicago Bears Super Bowl Shuffle when he won the championship. If you know the show, you understand. And man, he created this whole song and everything. It was great. He's like, Ruxin took me with the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
You tried to size up with me, I beat all your ass. It was great. It was really great. Wow. Speaking of great running backs, and again, more surprising names that are not even falling, Chinmay, as secondary headliners. This is a jaw-dropping moment, not only for this girl out there, but for me and Chinmay as well. He finished with 16,000 career rushing yards on the dot. Speaking of short kings, how about Frank Gore, the third all-time rusher in NFL history, a Hall of Famer in the NFC West on the gold line hit for the San Francisco 49ers mini. Bofa knows all about Ralph. He said Rafi bomb. Very, very nice hit here for Tanya. Awesome win, girl. Great hit for Frank Gore. Again, guys, I was saying this leading into the break. MJD and Frank Gore would at bare minimum should be secondary headliners.
This is very funny. Like, I'm entering into our system, like, I'm putting Maurice Jones-Drew and Frank Gore under non-headliners, and it's just like, this is where we're at in Ultimate Autographs.
I was going to say, that's where we have to, I was talking
this
with
is where we're at now.
I was talking with our break room manager, Kamen Enchev. I think you guys might know who he is by now. I was talking to him yesterday, and we were getting a series up together, and he told me just the evolution of the break room in general. He said in one night, originally when we used to be at our old studios, it was like our first or second year of doing live breaks about 5 or 6 years ago. He said he did 11 Dwight Freeneys in one night. And we love the D train, but again, the D train is not supposed to have that many stops in a single show. So it shows the level of depth, like you were just saying, and like the overall depth of talent and names that we now have in these series, which is just awesome.
Was it all one type of item?
I think they were, I think he was saying they were either, I was like mixing between Authentics and Speed Flexes.
Okay, all right. So at least it was, all right, at least there was some difference there. But I will say now we got jerseys, we got minis, we got Authentics, we have CDs, we have boxing gloves, got all kinds of, and baseball gloves.
We have boots.
Yeah, boots, NASCAR helmets.
Soon we might get into used tissues. We don't know yet.
We've had soccer balls as well.
Yeah.
We could be getting. I have hope now because we got the NASCAR helmet. Maybe we'll get some F1 stuff as well with Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen and some of those other guys.
Yeah. More and more great hits that'll be found here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Speaking of a guy that's been around since, I want to say, the inception of when we started doing breaks, our good old pal Jersey Slime said, I have a crisp new $5 bill for everyone who comes to the Jersey Shore and helps me shovel my driveway on Monday. Sunday into Monday, 50-mile-an-hour blizzard winds and 16 inches of snow. Make sure there is an 18-year-old single malt in the small cask around the St. Bernard's neck when you come looking for me. Yeah, Bob, we're going to be sending some break prayers going your way, my friend. A foot and a half of snow. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Yeah,
blizzard winds. I will say though, that sounds like some good football weather.
It sounds
like some good football weather. That sounds like Steelers Ravens on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, that sounds like the Ice Bowl Part 2. That's tough there, Bobby. Hopefully everything's okay. So again, East Coast ain't no joke. And neither is this Blitz jersey.
Yeah.
We got ourselves some really good headliners that do remain: Eddie George, Edgerrin James, LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael Irvin, and Will Anderson Jr. Juanita Jude. Whoa. Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson's here. TA. We need some of your autographs.
Rob is very happy.
TA, where you at, buddy? Come here. Come home to Papa. Tim Anderson in the chat. Sorry if you got weirded out by that, Tim. I'm just a big Chicago White Sox fan. And Steven Garcia. So Juanita, Tim, and Steven, feel free to let us know how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. And who you're targeting in this series. So I'm going to go to the wheel. Have not heard a number. Let's see what we got here. I'm packing my snowshoes right now, Bob. I got you, bro. Ty, Go get that crisp $5 bill. I don't know how crisp it'll be by the time that you get over to Bob's residence to shovel the snow, but we're going to have 16 on that jersey. And again, it looks like we're going to do a little picker wheel magic here between 15 and 17. Hopefully everybody is staying either warm or safe to start up their weekend morning with us here at
Preferably both.
Yeah, warm and safe, preferably both.
Yeah.
Despite and look, I think you and I got a little greedy because I thought that we were out of the neck of the woods for our Midwest weather. It's gonna be 15. Gonna rock the Patrick Mahomes box here in the jersey. I thought we were out of the neck of the woods, Chinmay.
Not even close.
With the weather that we had last week was the ultimate tease. Because we were hitting as high as low to mid 60s last week. So, and then you got a guy like Matthew Fletcher, also known as the Florida Man, who will pop in seemingly every show I'm on and be like, hey, it's 89 degrees from Florida. Suck it, more or less.
As a veteran Chicagoan, despite my sports allegiances, I do consider myself a veteran Chicagoan. I can tell you right now, February 21st, we are not even close to thinking about good weather.
No.
We are not even close to that yet.
I remember a couple of years ago, I know it was in April, and I want to say it was towards the tail end of the month. And we had, I think it was 75 and sunny one day, and then the weekend it dropped to 22 and it was snowing. We got a couple inches of snow.
April snow there's guaranteed to be an April snow.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to be at least one April snow.
Couldn't believe it. And then it just destroyed my allergies from then on. Let's see who's going to get blitzed in this jersey series. So let's go through the newbies first. Good luck to all of them. New person magic, a very, very real thing here at UA. Juanita Jude, Steven Garcia, and Tim Anderson in the AFC South, NFC East, and NFC North. Donald Segrina. Good to see Donald back. I haven't seen that name in quite a while. What's going on, DS? In the NFC South, NFC West, AFC East, and AFC West. Eric Burns sandwiched in the middle in the AFC North. Guys, here's the thing. Now, there's a reason why, Chinmay, we end up doing the chase wheel spin. We do the dice roll. We do all of the randomizer stuff because we want to make sure that things are as unpredictable as possible here at Ultimate Autographs. And the thing is that sometimes it's just your day. I know today isn't your birthday, but it might as well be. Not one, but two LaDainian Tomlinson items are coming out. Beautiful, beautiful San Diego Chargers jersey there. Donald Segrina had the most spots in this divisional break, and he walks away with one of the greatest running backs in NFL history. Amazing hit.
Now, Donald, I know it's not the powder blue, but it's still pretty awesome.
Awesome indeed.
The helmet that's on the table right now is the powder blue scheme helmet. But that jersey, that classic San Diego Chargers jersey, another thing I'll say is that those jerseys are probably not going to be made for much longer because the brand is just not there anymore with the San Diego Chargers. So you'll naturally get a boost in value for the item because they just won't make those anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we get, not just on that particular jersey, Chinmay, or those types of styles of jerseys. And, we see them a lot through multiple different teams. But another thing that is also not going to be in production as much either, talking about a different type of item, is something like the Rave helmets. They're not nearly as much as in production. So, for example, a guy like a John Lynch mini Rave that we have as a headliner in that mini series, that's something that's going to be rare. You're not going to see it as much going forward. So, Donald chiming in and said, hey, guys, thank you. No, man, thank you. You bought the spots. You did all the work.
No, thank you. We got to see another LaDainian Tomlinson item.
Yeah. Chinmay might send you a way too early Christmas card for that
I do have the ability to give away store credit, so who knows?
And then just attached a Merry Early Christmas. Bob said about 12 years ago we had Superstorm Sandy, which clobbered New York and New Jersey. We lost power for 8 days. But to add insult to injury, 5 days after Sandy, we had 10 inches of snow. It was Mother Nature flipping us off the bird. Yeah, Mother Nature.
Yo, those nor'easters are no joke.
Yeah, Mother Nature is a expletive. There's no doubt about that. So.
I will say though, I was in Connecticut for about a year and a half.
Oh.
No snow. Didn't experience snow.
Really?
For that, yeah. It technically was only one winter, but yeah, I didn't really experience snow. Like there might have been like, you know, a day where there were like 2 or 3 inches of snow, but nothing like crazy, which is a bit odd given how prevalent these nor'easter storms are. But yeah, that's a rough one. I remember Sandy. It was like the spin. So it was technically Hurricane Sandy, and then the spin-off of Hurricane Sandy became Superstorm Sandy, and Hurricane Sandy had hit actually much more north of where typically hurricanes hit. So like I don't even think it hit like Florida. I think it hit like North Carolina, Virginia, and then that like stemmed off into your New York and New Jersey area. But yeah, those nor'easters are no joke.
Yeah, well, it's, I mean, when it comes to something like that, it's, one of those situations where, you keep your fingers crossed that even if you live in a particular, side of the country where you are susceptible to something like that, Florida, Louisiana, we've seen stuff like that happen over the years. And it's just kind of like, you keep your fingers crossed and, hope that something like that never occurs. And if it does, you're prepared for it and you come out of it okay. And I know that one thing we're going to come out of okay is this 5th down authentic helmet series. Now, Chinmay, you've called your shot a lot on LaDainian Tomlinson. I'm going to call my shot on this 5th down series. So, guys, if you haven't noticed, and I can't blame you if you haven't because I just brought the Chase Wheelspin back up, I have an updated Chase Wheelspin for you folks. So the Weekend Warrior is already going to be its own separate list. We are going to have at least one Chase Wheelspin thanks to that Weekend Warrior double we did earlier on. So that 5th down is $33 off. So I'm a guy that likes even numbers. I'm a guy that likes to cut a couple of deals in my day. It's $173 a spot, Chinmay. So from now until the rest of the show, it's going to now be $140 even. So it's going to be $33 going back to you in store credit for that 5th down helmet. Now, again, I'm going to sound like a late night infomercial. So give me a second. I've enjoyed doing this more and more with you guys lately. I am also going to have a guest with you guys. Now, this only pertains to this show, okay? So please make sure to listen up. I am going to give you guys 3 separate hints as to who that last player is in that series.
Okay.
And you guys feel free to guess away in the chat. If you guess it correctly, you will get $20 in store credit. Now, that's only pertain to the show. So if we go by the end of the show and the 5th down is still available going into the noon, then it's all just null and void.
Yeah.
So again, time is of the essence for the next 48 minutes or so. So I'm gonna conjure up what we got going.
Let's also say this. You can only guess if you're in the break.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only guess if you're in the break. As much as we love the chat popping off.
Yeah.
I don't need 50 guesses when there's only when there's only 5 spots in the break.
For sure. We can yeah, for sure. Okay, so Jeff said boo. All right, that's fair. That is fair. So the question again. Okay, so that's going to be the fun part here for you guys. And again, I like getting the engagement in the chat. I like getting your guys' brain biscuits turning here. So I'm going to have to conjure something up here because I know a couple of things. All right.
Super Bowl MVP, right?
So that could be one.
Yeah.
That could be one. All right, so it's going to be a Super Bowl MVP. That's going to be your first hint. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and he is a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and a Super Bowl MVP. So that'll be your guesses. And again, that is applicable for those that end up buying into that 5th down, which again is $33 off. So it's a $140 price spot instead of its traditional $173. And again, multiple time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. Fuglin said, Big Ben. Good guess.
If Ben Roethlisberger is a hidden gem, there's going to be conversations will need to be had. Good guess, though.
Would you believe me if I said that? Would you believe me if I said I've seen that happen before?
Really?
I've seen Big Ben twice. He was a photoed headliner in a quarterback room, and then he was a hidden gem in a mixer that we had.
Okay.
It was on like a Thursday or a Friday show. Someone in the break say Staubach. Very good guess, Roger Staubach. Yeah, I mean, Fug, never know. I mean, I remember I think that was our show with the Lawrence Taylor Rave Authentic for Doc Rivers. Was that us?
Oh, yeah.
That was us,
but
right?
That was, okay. I will say there are exemptions.
Outliers.
And
always.
There are some exemptions. There are certain series where the hidden gems are basically headliners in other series. So like the can't miss series, usually like the hidden, like we had Steve Smith as a hidden gem, we had Michael Vick as a hidden gem, and those guys are usually at least listed headliners. So I will say there are certain series where there are some exceptions where the hidden gems are basically listed headliners in other series. It's very rare though. It's very rare that happens.
Speaking of the guy that we were just alluding to, and again, like you said, very rare. This is also a very rare item. This is a photoed headliner, one of the 3 custom speed flexes. 3 custom speed flexes, guys, right around $100 price point, $105 in the single, $210 in the double, $420 blaze it for the price in the quad. We have the Lawrence Taylor 1986 NFL MVP inscribed custom speed flex, the baddest MFer. A guy that's you can definitely say that he's a fan of Ultimate Autographs. He's on our socials. Yeah. A guy that's been live with us here in studio. This guy, I would certainly like to have live here at Ultimate Autographs. How about Marcus Allen? One of the most beautifully designed Raiders helmets I've seen. I'm only speaking for myself. And we got a very confident hint in the chat. Rob said, I know who it is. WR. Now, are you guessing it's a wide receiver or the initials of the player WR?
I think he's saying it's a wide receiver.
Yeah, if you think it's a wide receiver. Again, for those that want to guess in the chat, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time Super Bowl MVP, and he is a Football Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So again, 0 scrub policy right there in the for that hidden gem. I love this Marcus Allen also because you get look at that. How about the 85 and 86 NFL MVPs? We have them back to back in this series for inscribed helmets. Very, very cool. Speaking of MVPs, this guy was the reigning MVP prior to Matthew Stafford winning the first of his career in Josh Allen. I think a guy who a lot of people, Chinmay, are considering to be the consensus #1 quarterback in the NFL. I am not of that belief because whenever Patrick Mahomes is on the gridiron, he is still, to me, the #1 quarterback in the NFL. But Josh Allen, the most talented, to say the least. Cooper Kupp, Hall of Fame, not yet.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp is not yet in the Hall of Fame.
Not yet.
So that, good thinking, though, because Cooper Kupp is a 2-time Super Bowl champion. So good thinking, though.
We got Mr. Manners, very confident in his guess. No Cowboys, and it's on the list. Staubach. Okay, so Staubach. We'll see about that. Hopefully we see about that again, guys. $33 off. We getting any movement in that 5th down series?
Haven't seen any orders come in on the 5th down yet.
All good, guys. All good. Now, one thing I do want to talk about with my man Chinmay here is the possibilities of what we got for our Olympic weekend warrior. We've done 2 boxes. It's still our chase wheel spin throughout the entirety of the show. So in our first divisional break, Chinmay, we have the Pats, Music, Atlanta Hawks, and Detroit Red Wings. So based on what we have here, it looks like it's just going to be that Tom Brady, because Brady and Taylor Swift, unless there is a hidden gem for Music, it looks like Brady is going to be the lone headliner in that divisional spot. The New York Giants, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Miami Marlins, and the Chicago Bulls.
You got Lawrence Taylor and Allen Iverson for those.
Very, very nice. Wow. Okay, so we have the Buffalo Bills, the Atlanta Braves, and the New Orleans Pelicans.
I see Josh Allen and Ronald Acuna among the headliners.
Very nice. And
to double up there.
New Orleans Pelicans is interesting. I'm trying to think of Pelicans.
Maybe Zion Williamson.
That would be a crazy good hidden gem. Las Vegas Raiders, boxing, Houston Astros, and Seattle Supersonics.
So that would be Marcus Allen and Mike Tyson for the headliners.
Correct. With the Astros and Supersonics.
Astros will be no, Bregman might be a Red Sox.
We don't know about Bregman.
TBD on Bregman.
Yeah, Bregman's a def. I would actually bank on him being an Astro.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how, somehow, some way, maybe he's a Cub. I doubt it. but it would probably be on a national Red Sox, like you said. So potentially 3 headliners right there in that divisional break. The Yankees, St. Louis Blues, and Film.
So Yankees is Mickey Mantle. Blues will be the Hull and Oates helmet. Film, we've had some good hidden gems from Film.
Oh, yeah.
There might be a Sandlot bat.
Sandlot bat, yeah. Maybe we can run back some Cheech and Chong again. Texas Rangers, Wrestling, Portland Trailblazers, and New York Islanders. This is a nice hodgepodge of different names here. So the wrestling, that's going to be Ric Flair.
Yeah, wrestling will be Ric Flair.
And that might be it for the headliners.
Yeah.
And that Scoot Henderson got pulled for the Trailblazer spot.
Yeah.
Celtics, Cardinals, Dallas Cowboys, and Flyers. This is an elite spot right here.
Okay, so surprisingly, actually, there's only Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys.
Correct.
And it's not a photoed headliner, so we don't know what it is exactly. But Emmitt Smith will be there, and then the Bird Mikhail Parrish basketball will be the Celtics hit.
And then the Scott Rowland.
Oh, Scott Rowland,
St. Louis Cardinals as well. Mm-hmm. And then the final divisional spot, Bofa, looking at you, my friend. You have 2 headliners, and actually, I'm willing to say 3 here because I do not see an Atlanta Falcons spot. Seattle Mariners, Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
NASCAR, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Mm-hmm. Texas Longhorns.
That's Bijan, right?
Bijan Robinson. I'd be willing to bet that's Bijan Mustard. And then UFC. So that'll be interesting to see as we go forward.
Maybe McGregor. Maybe a hidden Conor McGregor in there.
Oh, yeah. Top of the morning, Lotsie. That'd be nice to get yourself some Irish proper to start your day. So we're getting some good movement going on in the jerseys. 6 spots to go in the single, 5 to go in that double. Sorry about that, Bofa. Question for you, and I want to just bring you guys back into focus here. That's a Scoot Henderson autograph basketball on the Rip City. Rob and Chinmay alongside you guys. We've had an unbelievable start to our morning. Aiden Hutchinson, Custom Speed Flex. Will Shields, Rave Authentic. Rob Gronkowski, the Gronky Gronk on the Custom Speed Flex. And Chinmay's long-lost son, LaDainian Tomlinson, on the
I don't think he would be my son in this case. I think I'm his
long-lost son. Yeah. Chinmay's father, LaDainian Tomlinson, next to him as well. For what we got right now, though, Ryan, that question, again, so for the 5th down, $33 off that you guys can see down at the bottom. 2-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time Super Bowl MVP, and he is a Pro Football Hall of Famer. It is $140 a spot to get into that 5th down. So not only are you going to get additional store credit if you get that guess right, you're going to get $33 off as well for playing in that series. So again, final box, and we do have a brand new series, again, that has a lot of speed flexes and a lot of authentic helmets as well. Awesome guess for Rob. He's going with Terrell Davis.
Yep.
Very, very nice. Terrell Davis. Let's see if that ends up happening. Again, guys, all 5 spots are open. This is now 140. So it's 140 for the price for the remainder of the show. So, Chinmay, I feel like I know what your answer is going to be here, but let's say if you were a newbie entering the room here at Ultimate Autographs, what series would catch your eye and why?
It's got to be the Weekend Warrior. There's no other option really, because not only are you getting into that wheel spin, you're getting a good mix of items across the board. I mean, the Tom Brady football is automatically going to pay off in terms of that single spot. But pretty much any headliner hit that you get here is going to pay off on that spot for you. So I would say that Weekend Warrior is probably where I would go. Tom Brady on the football, Alex Rodriguez on the batting gloves, the triple signed Celtics basketball, even though I have not much of an affinity for the Celtics. That's pretty cool there with the 3 Hall of Famers there for Boston. And not to mention you got the speed flexes in there. So you still got a lot of good football stuff. Good question, Rob. The store credit is just applied to your account. So it can be used in any fashion that you choose to use it in, even if the break doesn't happen. But that store credit would have to come if you buy into the break. So
correct.
Yeah. I guess your question would be, the answer to your question would be, if you buy into that break during the show, the store credit will apply.
Yeah.
And that store credit can be then used in any fashion that you want.
Correct. And I mean, do I get it if I buy in and it doesn't break the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get the store credit if you buy into a spot.
Correct. Yeah. So if you buy into the spot, you guessed it correctly, then you will get the store credit regardless.
Well, the credit happens when you buy in, right? Because you're taking.
You got to buy in.
So you buy in, you get a store credit, and then if you guess correctly, you get an additional store credit.
So Matt Davis popped in and said, "Did I see I won a Taylor Swift CD?" Well,
you did.
You did indeed.
A picture. It's a CD and a picture.
CD and a picture, yeah. If you want to start your Taylor Swift fandom, no better place to start it than Ultimate Autographs. That's a sentence I never thought I would say. But yeah, Matthew Davis living the life of a showgirl this morning with us. Awesome stuff there, Matthew. Again, wanted to pull this out for you, buddy. I believe this is, I know this was from this is what got us started in the Weekend Warrior. So,
yeah, first hit of the Weekend Warrior.
What are we guess? What are we guessing? Said LOL. My guess, Phil Simms. Good guess.
These are all great guesses, but the only guesses that count are if you're in the break. Yeah. See, so these are awesome. These are awesome names for people that do end up in the break.
And hey, Rob said, "All right, I need a Broncos helmet. Let's do it."
He's confident. He's confident that it is. Who did he say? He said Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis. When can you use the free replica helmet? Helmet entry. So that is something that you can apply at checkout, Jacob, for your free replica helmet entry. So that's something that you apply with at checkout. Now, again, Shinmei and I, we do not obviously dabble quite a bit when it comes to adding breaks and purchasing things in our carts, of course. So if you run into any issues with that and it's not applicable for you there, feel free to message Dave in customer service. The best customer service man in the business. I'm just going to drop you this real quick. Connect with us. Let's see. I'm just going to drop you this link here, my man, and this will take you to where you need to get.
Rob bought in. So Rob, appreciate you buying in. That store credit, $33 off on the spot, headed your way.
Okay, very nice. Awesome stuff there, Mr. Clowers. I messaged him and he just gave us store credit since there wasn't a break. So $33 back to Rob Clowers. Awesome stuff. So Rob, so your guess will be valid, obviously, in Terrell Davis. Let's see if that's the case. Jack said, "What's the question? What are we guessing?" Gotcha, Jack. Thanks for chiming in with us this morning. So, two-time Super Bowl champion, a one-time Super Bowl MVP, and he's a Hall of Famer. And he is a Hall of Famer.
And he's in the last box of the first down.
Yeah. So you're getting $33 back in store credit. And if you guess it correctly, when you buy in a spot, you will get an additional $20 in store credit going your way as well, obviously. And if you want to hit the trifecta, you're going for that item, right?
Yeah.
So you can really get that holy trinity there. Bob going with his initials before, but now I'll name, I guess, Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen, who we have as a photoed headliner in that aforementioned.
Marcus Allen is not a two-time Super Bowl champion. I believe he's only a one-time Super Bowl champion.
Okay. Replica helmets are far between. If it's for the break, you may have to email customer service, Jacob. He'll send you a code for the amount off. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, that's the link that I dropped for you there, Jacob, in the chat for the Ultimate Autographs. Contact us link. That's to get in touch with Dave.
Yeah, Marcus Allen is a Super Bowl MVP and a Hall of Famer, but he is only a one-time Super Bowl champion.
Oh, okay. Jay August chiming in saying Jim McMahon. Okay, the punky quarterback for the 85 Bears. Sounds good. Because, yeah, didn't Jim McMahon win a Super Bowl with Green Bay as well?
So Jim McMahon is a two-time Super Bowl champion, but not a Super Bowl MVP.
Okay.
So Jim McMahon also not eligible.
Obviously, guys, I'm trying to play as dumb as I can here. I'm the one giving out the questions, so I'm not going to lean in any direction here. But we have a lot of other breaks that we need to tackle into, including, or if you instead of tackling, how about blitzing ourselves into this jersey series? 4 spots left in the single, 5 left in that double. That LaDainian Tomlinson, whenever you get a chance to.
It's not. Yeah.
To assign that, my man.
Yep.
You're good, dude. We have a AFC South double up. Oh, we actually have this is a rare triple up. opportunity. We have Will Anderson Jr., Edgerrin James, and Eddie George all in the AFC South.
Yeah.
So that alone, guys, and again, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. We have, I believe, 13 boxes left in this series. So again, 3 headliner hits in the AFC South. No secondary headliners remain. We just pulled this LaDainian Tomlinson as our last break. And then we have Michael Irvin, the playmaker, as well. So one thing I do want to show you guys real quick, right behind myself, is the Refer a Friend giveaway. Everybody has a friend in their life. Chinmay is my friend. I can't refer him because he is currently employed here. But if he was not, I know that he would be super appreciative of letting him know about Ultimate Autographs. So real quick, bada bing, bada boom. There you go, guys. I know the guy that just commented in the chat, and Foog is guessing Peyton Manning.
If Peyton Manning isn't a hidden gem, we might have reached like new heights as a company.
Maybe it's a Tennessee Volunteer, Peyton Manning. Maybe it's a replica forehead of Peyton Manning. Who knows?
I mean, I know you're saying you never know, but that one, I'm pretty confident that
I'm trying to keep hope alive here.
I'm pretty confident that Peyton Manning would at least be a photoed headliner.
This is true. So real quick, guys, that Refer a Friend program, very simple process. The person that you refer, their first order of $100 or more, like for example, I don't know, bringing them in and getting one of those final 4 spots in the 5th down, that would make them applicable. They would get $50 off of that order, and you get $50 in UA store credit as well. And then you can end up winning this grand poobah right behind me. And Chinmay, and the Jared Goff Game Day Authentic, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Chinmay and I have had good discussions about Jared Goff over the years. We got his teammates, and I would probably argue the second best player on the roster in Aiden Hutchinson, only behind Jahmyr Gibbs, who, by the way, Jahmyr Gibbs we have as a photoed headliner in the vault. So yeah, let's line ourselves up here. We end up, we have, let me see how many people we have so far. That's 16 people as of right now. We have about 7 days left in the month of February. Shorter month, less time to end up referring people in. It's Ultimate Autographs. Ray Lewis could fit, right?
Could.
Ray Lewis could fit, but again, kind of like what Chinmay's comments were about Peyton Manning.
Tough to imagine that Ray Lewis would be not even listed as a headliner.
But I was going to say the guesses that we gave out do apply. 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl
The
MVP.
hints that we gave out do apply. Donald has decided that he wants to play in a Weekend Warrior all by himself.
Oh, let's get it. Which single, double?
It'll be this Weekend Warrior single.
Let's go, Donald.
No need to randomize, so we can just get a box, I guess.
Things you absolutely love to hear. So, Donald. Bart Starr. Is this the answer? It's 1964 Donna. This is Donna Coey. Just a different username that I'm used to seeing you on YouTube. We can't reveal the answer, Donna, until that, and obviously until the.
We'll reveal the answer when the box is
when the box
is opened up. It'll be a reveal.
That's the best way to guess who it is. Finally, get to see who it is. Yeah, he was actually a headliner already. Yeah, Ray Lewis. I would say 99.999% of the time will be a headliner here at UA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Mr. Arias? Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Donald. Indeed. So, one box number for our guy Donald. Box number for Donald, who came back in a big way. He got your boy LaDainian Tomlinson on that jersey.
Got LT and has decided that he wants to keep it rolling here.
So Jack is going Bart or Big Ben. So a lot of really great guesses, guys.
But Ben is not a Hall of Famer yet, right? So
correct.
So that wouldn't. So even Big Ben wouldn't apply.
Ooh.
Good guess, but it wouldn't apply.
Also, an excellent question from our Skull Minnesota Vikings diehard and Mike Arias. Said, you've watched Kyler a lot, Rob, probably more than most people probably should watch Kyler Murray. But what do you think about him in Minnesota with KOC? So I think Kyler Murray, the biggest thing with Kyler is him being in a structured offense has kind of eluded him throughout his career. Now, look, he's undersized, so obviously that is already a deficiency for him. But however, the biggest problem with Kyler that the Cardinals and Drew Petzing the last 2 years as their offensive coordinator didn't utilize him well. They stopped using his legs. Now, of course, he was coming off of that ACL.
A big injury,
a big injury, so understandably so. But he's still a very mobile quarterback. He's a guy who is, I don't think, anywhere close out of his athletic prime. So if KOC ends up running a lot of RPOs, which I feel like he would, he's got an abundance of talent around him as well. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, they have a good offensive line in Minnesota as well. I think that he could bring a more dynamic flair to that offense because Aaron Jones, he's on the back half of his career. Jordan Mason, I don't know if he will be back in Minnesota. So they need something added to their running game, and that's what Kyler Murray provides. I think he would be an instant upgrade over somebody like J.J. McCarthy. Now, the biggest thing is going to be the defense, right? Like Minnesota's defense, they retain Brian Flores. They're going to keep them in a lot of games with that defense. And I think that's all Kyler has needed. He's played with one top 15 defense in his entire career in the NFL. So if he had a defense like that, I think that we could see a little bit of a career revitalization because I'm not giving up on Kyler Murray just yet. I wouldn't.
I think it would be dumb to give up on Kyler Murray to the extent where you don't think he's a serviceable quarterback. He does have the talent. Now, I will say it takes some time after like an injury like that, especially a knee injury, when you're like a mobile guy, like Javonte Williams, for example. Javonte Williams had a pretty bad injury a few years ago. It takes some time to be confident to be able to run again.
That's a good point.
On that knee. And Kyler relies a lot on being able to be mobile and run so that they can open up more things in the offense for Arizona. Now, Arizona's offense was not particularly great last year partially because Kyler Murray was not there. I don't think that you can just give up on a talent like Kyler Murray in this instance. But I also understand where Arizona's coming from, where they want like a kind of a bigger reset. I would still retain Kyler Murray. I would still try to make it work given the contract that he's under, but who knows?
We had it's going to be box number 2 for Donald. We're going to go with the Derek Jeter box number. Final linchpin in that. By the way, Arizona last year started off 2-1 through their first 3 weeks. And then the wheels fell off after Kyler's injury. Jacoby Brissett, after being named a starter, Chinmay, he went, I believe, 1-9 with the Cardinals. Now, I'm not saying that's all on Jacoby Brissett. He's a serviceable backup. But again, there's definitely levels to it. The Cardinals defense was really the second half of the year was a bottom 5 defense in the league. So, it's a collective team effort. The infrastructure in Minnesota is much, much better than Arizona's. So, and that's not saying a lot because Arizona right now is doo-doo. Thank you, my friend. Donald. Let's all gather around for our man, Mr. Segrina. Good luck to you, my friend. If you're in this series and guess it right, not only is it already $33 in UA credit, but you get $20 in UA credit back, too.
Yep.
Thank you, Fuglin. Let's see here. Did somebody ask... what are we guessing? I said Drew Pearson. Okay, Mr. Kane. So again, if you buy a spot in that 5th down single,
guess will be valid once you buy a spot.
I wonder who this is going to.
Big mystery.
Well, I'm not going to give myself a false start for this one, but the feel of this is a certain spherical shape that we're getting out of this item here. Now, the question is, Chinmay, is this who I think it is? Is this who I think it is? This is a very rare scenario for Chinmay and myself here in the UA Live Break Room. We talked about the Weekend Warrior and the fact that it doesn't have a prize to it. It has medals to it, but the biggest caveat that I pointed out about this particular series is that this particular guy was a photo headliner, and he wasn't even a prize to win him. Super Bowl 38 MVP, the 7-time Super Bowl champion, Thomas Patrick Edward Brady. Football. Unbelievable. Tom Brady win for Donald Segrina. Left nothing to chance. He got the greatest quarterback in the history of the National Football League. What more can you say? An official, this is a Paul Taylor commissioner Nice license ball right there. Unbelievable. Donald said yes.
I mean, phenomenal decision to buy all 8 spots, and then happen to get the right box call too. Amazing.
He also happened to let the wheel take
did the wheel. Yeah, he didn't even call the box. He just did the wheel.
So you have the Houston, Texas location of the Carolina Panthers versus the New England Patriots, where this ball is from. And again, just by looking at this, Chinmay, I'd be willing to say that this has been around for a very, very long time. Absolutely awesome. Let's see if we can get something out of here. Don't think it will. Don't think it will. Well, we're going to have to find.
So much stuff back here that just...
Donald, congratulations, my man. Wow, nice hit.
Oh, yeah, that's like... You can prop it up on one side.
Sounds good to me. Let's see. This is definitely a little bit off. Can make it work here. Tom the Terrific. Ooh, this is not stable at all. You know what we could do?
Try this.
I think that looks solid. Money well spent indeed. Sorry guys, I'm fidgeting over here. I'll take the Thank you, dude. Thank you. I just want to make sure that this is about as pristine and not touched as possible, because that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I know, Donald, this is something that's going to join your mantle, and it's something that you're going to stare at for the rest of time. How about that? Super Bowl 38 MVP, the Jake Delhomme Bowl, now known as the Donald Sagrina Bowl. Amazing job. Round of applause. Tom the Terrific. Rob, is it deflated?
Wrong season. Wrong season.
It was a little lighter than I expected, Rich. Money well spent indeed. We thought of that at the same time. Perfect time to buy all 8 spots. I mean, the fact that this is the 3rd hit of the series, Chinmay. Crazy. Crazy. Good job by Donald.
So Tom Brady, Michael Arias is saying money well spent. Tom Brady on just an autograph football. Just his autograph alone on Fanatics is valued at $2,200.
Yeah.
Just the autograph. Throw in some inscriptions like Super Bowl MVP. Now, the Bucks, I'm seeing a Bucks football on Fanatics, which has 7-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Super Bowl MVP. So that's a little bit different than this one. But that one is valued on Fanatics at $4,200. So I'm going to say in between $2,200 and $4,200, you're probably looking closer to the $2,200 end for this football. But Donald, even when he bought all 8 spots, that's still at least double of what his total cost was there.
And just the rarity of what we have with Brady in the room. Again, we like to make Tom is about as rare of an item as we get in terms of a player of his status. For those that are unaware, when it comes to football, right, it's Tom Brady at the top, then there's a little gap for him and Patrick Mahomes, and then there's everybody else. In terms of value for autographs, again, unfreaking believable. Rich, yeah, dropping around 3,400 there. Yeah, money well spent indeed. One of the coolest breaks that I think you and I have had on a Saturday morning. Let's see what we're gonna get into.
We got
next,
everything
guys.
So far. We got LT, we got Gronk on the Speed Flex, we got a basketball customized for you, we got Taylor Swift, and we got potentially a deflated football from Tom Brady.
Potentially a deflated football.
People are wondering whether it's Donald, when you get the football, if you could come back in the chat and let us know whether it's deflated or not.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can. Is there an air hole on that so you could reinflate?
Oh, let's see here. I don't want to mess with perfection too much.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You could inflate. You can inflate if it is in fact deflated. I don't think it is.
You can inflate Wilson. There you go.
I don't believe it is, but Donald saying he will let you know. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Very, very
phenomenal hit.
Yeah. One of the first Super Bowls I remember tuning into.
This
2004.
is a big show for Donald. He's got LT on the jersey and now Tom Brady on the football.
I don't think if you asked Chinmay and I, if you had to start, like if you had to create an offense starting from quarterback, running back in a draft, I think those might be two of our top picks.
Yeah, those will be 1 and 2.
Two of our top picks. So, guys, we are, just because Brady is off the board does not mean we are slowing down anytime soon. Now, I will say, and this is how I would look at this, guys, because the Taylor Swift and Tom Brady are gone, that's the Patriots and music spot for the 2 headliners in that one division. So how I would look at it is 7 other divisions are still very viable for multiple headliner hit spots. We already got 3 spots to go, Chinmay, in that Weekend Warrior double.
Yeah.
So Donald is going to also have his entire name into a Weekend Warrior Chase Wheelspin list at the end of the show as well.
He's getting his name in there 8 times on that wheel spin.
Another reminder here for the as we try not to hyperventilate too much and come back down to earth and talk about other things besides Tom the Terrific. The 5th Down series, just wanted to give you guys a reminder on that. $33 off. So it's $140 right now a spot, and you also get an additional $20 in store credit if you guess who the last box is correctly. He is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, a 1-time Super Bowl MVP, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Again, your guess will be valid if you buy a spot. If you end up buying the last 4 spots, you can take 4 guesses, so on and so forth. We have the Vault Series, which again, shockingly, Chinmay has not been touched. And I think, look, Chinmay's already had a great day. He's already seen
a phenomenal day.
He's already had LT a couple of times, but
phenomenal morning show. I'm here for most of the day, so
I was gonna say this is gonna be a tough act to follow.
Brett Favre could come around.
No point in waiting for our guy BF4 to wait around for him on the beautiful winter warning Speed Flex. I just like the white lid, the green ink. One of the nice offsetting colors that you can have.
You talked about you said Brady 1-2 with LT as a quarterback running back combination. Mine would be Brett Favre LT.
Yeah, and this guy in the back and this guy in the backfield too.
Brady and Jahmyr Gibbs can have their own backfield. For me, it's Brett Favre and LaDainian Tomlinson.
It's scary to think of.
That's if you're a football franchise owner. And you have like personal favorites that you want to try to, personal favorite players that you want to try to acquire. That's when you like, you make all the maneuvers that you can to acquire certain players.
Yeah.
So if I were to ever own a football franchise, first off, I would need a time machine to go back in time. And then I would do whatever it takes to say Brett Favre, LaDainian Tomlinson, and the other 50 guys that you want on the roster, figure it out.
Figure it out.
I don't care who the other 50 guys are.
Now, if you want to keep it in the, if you had to go just by strictly divisions, Chinmay, and said you had to create a quarterback combo and a running back combo of 21st century NFC North players.
Okay.
Favre and Jahmyr Gibbs, that would probably be an answer for quite a lot of people. Brett Favre, obviously top 5 all time in touchdown passes thrown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a guy that had over 2,000 yards from scrimmage this past season. We're going to be interested to see if we get that Sonic and Knuckles tandem back for a 4th straight iteration in the Motor City. We also got Warren Moon, the first African-American quarterback inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He could be on an AFC South hit for the Houston Oilers. He can be on an AFC West hit for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Could be NFC West for the Seahawks.
Yeah, NFC West for the Seahawks. And if that's the case, Chinmay, we have another double up. We have Trey McBride, the guy that just broke the the tight end receptions record in a single season for tight ends with 120 this past year. Good to see that they got that fixed. Is that a brand new one? The sweater. It's very nice. It's very nice. We got our 12 o'clock host here in Hayden. If Hayden, you want to show that off, my man. We got our.
I'm not showing off the back yet
because you are.
I don't know if I've told you about this.
You have.
You are the first, second, and third star of of what we got going forward here today. So awesome stuff. Now, Hayden's custom Fanatics jersey or the Tom Brady Super Bowl MVP inscribed football. That's like a Sophie's choice for me.
The Patrick Kane puck is already gone, so we can't put that in.
Let's see what else we got going here, guys. I know we can end up closing out this Weekend Warrior. Again, we get another Weekend Warrior double out. We get 16 more additions onto that Chase Wheelspin. Obviously, it's a double, so names would be put in twice. Again, the vault still has been untouched. The jerseys have started to make a little bit of progress today.
Yep. 3 to go in that jersey break.
3 in the single, 4 in the double. I would be playing in the double. First of all, it's a $58 price point.
Oh, yeah. 4 to go in the double, yeah.
4 to go in the double. And 3 out of the 4 headliners, they're all in the AFC South. Will Anderson Jr. Now, I have some beef. I have some beef with CJ Stroud because I really, really thought, because the Texans all playoffs long, I remember telling you, they were my sleeper team to come out of the AFC. If they just had a decent offense in the postseason, that Texans defense was about as dominant as it could get in the postseason. And Will Anderson Jr. is at the heart of all of that. So, the former top overall selection. Something that Michael Irvin has that Will Anderson doesn't. He has 3 Super Bowl rings. Still very long ways to go for Will Anderson Jr., but Michael Irvin, he is one of one. Not just on the football field, the playmaker, one of the best wide receivers of the 80s and 90s, Chin May, but also as a personality as well. I know we talked about America's Team being the documentary name for the Cowboys documentary that featured when they won those 3 Super Bowl titles. Really, really cool. Really, really cool stuff there for Michael Irvin. Really fun documentary to dive into. How about you take the edge off this Saturday morning with a little Edger and James? We talk about this. Chinmay and I we mention this tidbit / story. He decided to sign with this just really putrid franchise when he left Indianapolis. This dormant desert franchise, also known as the Arizona Cardinals. Shout out to Edger, and he had over 1,000 yards in his first year and was a Pro Bowler. But he was actually so impactful, Chinmay, to the Indianapolis Colts offense and to their franchise that the year after he left, again, that was a Joseph Adai and Dominic Rhodes-led backfield when they beat the Bears in the 2006 Super Bowl, that the late, great Jim Irsay actually ended up sending Edger and James a Super Bowl ring a couple of weeks after they ended up winning that Super Bowl. So is that a Mickey Mouse ring is the real question right there. That's going to be a question for you guys to answer at home. One thing that I can tell you as a fact that you don't have to look up at home is that this guy right here was the definition of a bell cow back. Eddie George on the gorgeous powder blue.
Oilers.
The Houston Oilers.
Oilers throwback, yeah.
Yeah, very nice Oilers throwback there before they ended up relocating and became the Tennessee Titans. He was a part of that Music City Miracle team in 1999, the all-time leading rusher in franchise history. For Eddie George. And also, I like to drop this fun fact. His wife used to be, she used to perform Taj George. She was a part of a group that was very similar to a Destiny's Child back in the day. And how I know this? She participated in my favorite reality TV show. She participated in 2 different seasons of Survivor. So fun fact.
Very cool.
The funny thing is that the first season she got introduced, her big secret was nobody on my tribe, nobody in the game can know that my husband is Eddie George. Because nobody's going to give me $1 million at the end of the game if they find out, And the coolest thing is she actually made it so far into the game that I don't know if you watch Survivor or anything, but
I've seen bits and pieces. So I've heard of the show. I'm more of a traders guy.
So
and the challenge.
So Rob Martin.
I know kind of the gameplay of Survivor and the gamers and the sort of the lore of Survivor there.
So Rob Mariano and Sari Fields have both been on Traders, so from Survivor. But if you go deep enough into the game, you actually have a loved one's visit, and lo and behold, Eddie George was her loved one, and that's how they ended up figuring out, like, holy crap, your husband's Eddie George. And that was really, really fun. This is my first time. I think I bought 2. John Names 11. Welcome in, John. What's going on, my man?
John Ames. John Ames, yeah, he's in that single jersey break. He's got 2 spots. Welcome, John.
Well, hopefully we can get you a break here.
Hopefully 3 more spots to go there. Hopefully we can get that knocked out for you here.
So we got 3 spots to go in the Weekend Warrior double. 3 spots to go. You said in the single. Sorry.
3 spots in the single.
3, yeah. And he got 2 of those spots, right?
In the jersey single, yes.
Perfect. So hopefully we can get you that. Yeah. Johnny boy, feel free to let us know how you heard about Ultimate Autographs.
Favorite team, favorite players.
Yeah, I would assume the AFC South is probably one of your favorite teams, with 3 of those headliners being in there.
Or maybe he's just a Michael Irvin fan.
Could be. We got a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans here. Fuglin asking who's your team, giving him a nice greeting to UA.
He might not be a Cowboys fan. He might just be a Michael Irvin fan.
Could be.
There are a subset of those people too.
Might be a Miami Hurricane fan if he's a college guy.
Miami.
Big Mike saying your sleeper team CJ played like he was sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, I think he might have tuned into some of the UA shows during the playoff runs. Like, you know what? I'm going to take this literally and turn the ball over 5.5 times. Stumbled across you on Facebook. Well, thank you for stumbling into this room. If you have any questions about how the break room works, my friend, that you are buying divisional spots for a chance to win autographed signed memorabilia, the best memorabilia in the game. Want to know how I know that, John? Well, I have the greatest quarterback of all time sitting next to me in Tom Brady, the 7-time Super Bowl champion, the Super Bowl 38 inscribed. Again, I still think that they needed to add Jake Delhomme on here for also helping out. I believe, I might be wrong on this, but I believe Jake Delhomme in that Super Bowl had the most interceptions ever in a Super Bowl game. I think he tossed 5 Pikarooskies in that game. I could be wrong, but I think he had 5 interceptions in that game. So shout out to Jake Delhomme, got him there. But I would be interested to go back and see what the NFC was looking like in 2003. I live in Washington, so Seattle. Awesome, man. We are number 1. Well, congratulations on your Seahawks.
You are thinking of a different game because he did not throw a single pick in that Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, I probably am thinking of a different game. You know what? Now I got to figure it out for myself because that's going to bother me now. Jake Delhomme. How did he play in that Super Bowl?
3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Played pretty well.
Really?
Because they only won on a late field goal again.
Oh, see, this is
why. I know why you remember it.
Yeah, this is why I remember it. Yeah, that's a good times. And a disastrous performance. Wow, way to go, AI overview. Carolina Panthers quarterback Jake Delhomme threw 5 interceptions and a fumble, that's 6 turnovers, and a 33-13 NFC divisional loss to
the Arizona Cardinals. The year the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl.
And it's all been downhill from there. We are number 1. Yes, you guys are. And hopefully, John, you are number 1 in that upcoming jersey break, my friend. Let's help John get into his first break and see something going on here. You guys know the drill for the regulars. Chinmay and I will stay on as long as the breaks continue to come in, as long as they are purchased. We can get that. You know what we can do? Because we do have 3 spots to go in that weekend Warrior double. Want to give that a couple extra minutes just to see if that fills up. So we won't do Chase. We won't do the Chase wheel spin right away. But what we will do, let's talk about hits of the show. I think we've kind of covered quite a bit what Chinmay's favorite hits are going to be.
There's actually a big debate because
this was crazy, man.
Not even on the table is the Taylor Swift CD. So Taylor Swift definitely would also be in consideration for the top spot on hits of the show as well. So this is a tough decision.
You want to do snake draft style? You want to go 3 for 3, 2 for 2?
I think that's the right way to do this.
All right, let's do top 3 because there are some really tough choices that we had to exclude from the winners table. And again, I'll start off the party here. I'm going to go with my number 3. This is going to cause some controversy. It's going to cause a lot of controversy, actually. I don't care. I'm going with that Rip City Scoot Henderson basketball. Again, we don't get to see a lot of basketball items in this room, not as much as we would like to. The ball itself is great. I love Scoot's autograph. I think that's a worthy number 3.
Yeah, I mean, you started controversy, so I might as well keep it going. My number 3 is going to be actually this Aiden Hutchinson custom speed flex.
Okay, I think
that's where I'll go with number 3.
So I'm going to be interested here. So I'm going to assume that Scoot is going to be scooted off your list here, unless you are really, really going against the trend, which I'm fine with. Now, I'm going to be leaving an obvious one out of my top 3 here.
We are 2 to go in the Weekend Warrior double, by the way. So someone did buy in there. So we'll hold off a little bit on that wheel spin.
Also, if we end up getting a guy like a William Sprout, Ronnie Sayer, Michael Swain, I do want to point out that 5th Down Series, $33 off, that $173 price point. Last box to go. 2-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time Super Bowl MVP, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer resides in that last box. The Can't Miss series, well, you guys are missing out on it right now because we cannot drop that series until the 5th down goes by the boards, ladies and gents. So once that happens, Chinmay, we're talking about if you get the guess correctly, you buy into a spot, that's automatically $53 off. So you're basically almost getting what's going to be at least at bare minimum a guaranteed authentic helmet for potentially $120. So think about that before we end up going into that. So my number 2, getting back on our list here, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm actually gonna put Hutch as my number 2. Hutch is going to be my number 2.
Very interesting. Very interesting. My number 2 is going to be obviously the LaDainian Tomlinson authentic.
Wow. Okay.
That is number 2.
You know, at least it was a number 1. And we love LT here, but there are levels to this. And,
there are levels to this.
Nobody has ever leveled up as much as the guy that's in the product camp here. There's a reason why he hasn't moved. I'm literally scared to go like near it. Like I don't want to. It already may or may not be deflated.
How do you think I felt with the LeBron James basketball? There's some things that you just you know, like you're prone to like if you're prone to like disasters and like being haphazard. There are just some things that you don't mess with.
Well,
the last few weeks we've had multiple items like that.
Well, we have hopefully Beetlejuicing, if you guys don't know, happens a lot here in the break room.
We handle every item with as much care as possible.
Yeah.
We don't pick and choose, but there are some that you just know that you really can't mess up.
We have to handle things with kids' gloves sometimes, guys. And I think we can unanimously say Tom Brady has to be the number 1 with the Super
Brady
Bowl
is number
inscription
1
as well. So
Brady on the football is number 1.
Now, I don't want to be this guy, okay? I don't mind being this guy IRL, but I hate to be this guy in the break room, Chinmay. I'm going to give you guys an extra 3 minutes. 3 minutes to make progress on that Olympic Warrior double. If not, that is going to be a pre-fill that is going to lead into the 12 o'clock hour. Shout out to, I'm going to say it now before I end up getting off with you, my man. We'll end up sharing some thoughts here, but a huge shout out to the guy that you saw pop in with his custom Blackhawk sweater. Shout out to Hayden for coming in on the weekend, man. He's going to be filling in for me at 12. I got a doctor's appointment coming up, so I got to go get some things taken care of, guys. So huge thank you to all of our breakers and breakheads out there. We had a great mix of new people in the chat, which I absolutely love, asking a lot of questions. And then, of course, we had our regulars come in and knock it out of the park. Rob, I sent you an email with a picture of that mini I got. I will check that out, my man, and let you know my thoughts. So that Andre Munoz, right? I'll definitely
Anthony Munoz.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Munoz. Yeah. See, this is why I'm going to the doctor, guys, because I need to get my my brain checked. Donna said the Gretzky I didn't win. I could match Brady. I remember that Gretzky was a popular chase in that hockey exclusive series we had. So 3 to go in the single and double in the jersey. Still 2 to go on that Olympic weekend Warriors. So again, guys, 11:03 is the cutoff. If we do not close out that double, we're going to rock the Chase wheel spin list that we already got, and that'll end up being a pre-fill. Chin may remember it. LOL, thanks, brother. Yeah, for the Anthony Munoz.
Oh, yeah.
This is why we keep each other on our toes. So, Chinmay, if this is going to be what we got for the rest of the show, what are your thoughts?
A pretty strong collection of items, obviously.
Yeah.
You got the helmets that we started off with. We started off, I believe, we had four straight, right? We started off 4 straight helmets to get things going, and then we went off the helmet path. We got the basketball, we got the CD, we got the jersey. We did have a couple mini helmets in there. Some good hidden gems with Maurice Jones-Drew and Frank Gore, and then we're closing out. It looks like on Tom Brady football. So a pretty great spot to close things out. For me personally, obviously, LaDainian Tomlinson helmet coming out. That's really great. The Brett Favre Speed Flex is still in the vault, so let's get that out here for either the noon show or the 3 p.m. show that I can be around to see Brett Favre on that Speed Flex. But phenomenal start to the morning, phenomenal start to Saturday. Big college basketball Saturday, by the way, as well. We got some huge college basketball matchups, which you normally don't see at this time of year in college basketball, especially in the non-con between Michigan and Duke. So very rare to see that matchup, but I'm excited for that later on in the day. And plenty of good college basketball stuff that I'm sure we'll be talking about, but plenty of good UA break room stuff as well that I hope to get to in the noon show here with Hayden.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an awesome show for you guys. I'll definitely be tuning in from the waiting room, so I'll try not to harass Hayden too much in the host chair here. I know you guys are going to do a great job, but not as good. I got to be honest here, man. Not as good as the Breakers and Breakcats at home. So we're about to reward one lovely person tuning in this morning with our Chase Wheel Spin. So it's a top spot draw. 6 times around we go. 5 times around we got J.R. Westmoreland. Will he stand on business? He will not. It's going to be William Sprout. William Sprout. Let's see what William is going to sprout into his UA bank account with this upcoming Chase Wheel Spin. William, you've been here enough now, my man. You know how this thing works. Do you want me to start on a particular number of your choosing? If not, I'm actually going to do something against the grain. I'm going to start on number 22. It's my lucky number. You've been one of the best breakers that we have definitely had. You've been an amazing addition to the community, my friends. So hopefully I can give you some luck to go your way. So, but yeah, this has been a great collection of different items that we've had all morning long. And I know you just ended things real quick, Chinmay. You were talking about some great college basketball. I'm definitely going to tune in today. 5 seconds. If you had the number 1 overall pick in this upcoming draft, who are you taking?
I think I'm still going Debanza.
Okay.
But it's going to be, like, I would really need to evaluate between Debanza, Cam Boozer, Darren Peterson.
Yeah.
I really need to, like, look, and that's, like, going to be a very tough evaluation.
I think you and me would go against the consensus.
But
I go Debanza.
But I go Debanza.
Yeah, I go Debanza as well. The sitting out stuff from DP and some of the injuries, it kind of, I'm just saying that stuff matters.
It does matter. It does matter. Absolutely.
And if you don't believe us, look at Ace Bailey in last year's draft. Just saying.
Forget
for
Ace
stuff
Bailey.
that can
Bill
really
Self talked about it.
Yeah, Bill Self as well. So let's get this Chase Wheel Spin rocking. Good luck to you, Mr. Sprout. Let's see what we can get for you to wrap up our 9 a.m. show. So pretty good wheel. It's going to be 37 doll hairs going William Sprout's way. And that will do things. That'll just about do it here for the 9 a.m. show here at Ultimate Autographs. We have 2 spots left to go in that Weekend Warrior double. 3 spots to go in that single and double for the jerseys. I know that you guys are going to knock it out of the park, and I know this guy is going to be a huge factor in the 12 o'clock show. Daniel Gady chiming in, saying what remains in the 5th down series. 1 hidden gem, Daniel. 1 hidden gem. 4 spots to go in that single. We have a can't miss Speed Flex and Authentic series waiting in the wings. And Foog says a hidden gem. So thank you to everybody, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch family. For Chinmay, this has been Rob Hill. Please enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. Do not touch that dial. We will be back here at Ultimate Autographs in just under an hour. Stay safe.